Hey guys, Keith from Divorce the Horse here, and today we're talking about the best things in life. Free. And speaking of free, look what I found here at this McDonald's in Red Wing, Minnesota. Free classic arcade games. Absolutely free. All my favorite old ones. This is like a lifetime dream. I'm going to put one of these probably in my RV one day. At the very least, I have it on tablets and other handheld devices. So I get my classic gaming in, which would be the 80s games. So if you're an 80s game fan, you know, this is the episode for you. Who remembers this classic, huh? Yeah. Dedicating this game to Bear Lover 202. I know you're a big Miss Pac-Man fan, and yeah, you kind of turned me into one. And we can't forget this one. Sorry about the reflection. Oh yeah. Donkey Kong. Yeah. All these are free on this multi-cade. You see this multi-cade machine. McDonald's in Red Wing. I come here often to get back to the 80s and play a little Donkey Kong action, you know. Die. How about this little classic, huh? Frogger. Oh my God, guys, Space Invaders. Check it out, a little Burger Time action going on here. Definitely an old favorite. I spend hundreds of dollars every summer playing these games. And the truth of the matter is, I kind of sucked at them. And I still suck. Check it out, a little Burger Time action going on here. Definitely an old favorite. I spend hundreds of dollars every summer playing these games. And the truth of the matter is, I kind of sucked at them. And I still suck. Yeah. This is my all-time favorite old arcade game, Zaxxon. You can see some of the best things in life are free, including Wal-Mart parking lots and vintage video games. So, just a little lesson in life. You don't have to be rich to enjoy yourself. You just have to know where to look to have fun. And we're at my favorite place, Menards. And the topic of today's video is stuff you can do for free while living in your van. Kind of important. There's actually a lot. You'd be surprised. First off, we're going to go here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little shopping for the bus build. And I'm not going to buy anything today. I'm going to look at the different types of sinks and cabinets I want to put in the bus. Because as you know, I'm going for a home theater look with an extra elegant look. So when people get in my bus, they don't go, "You live in a bus?" And they're going to go, "Holy shit, I don't feel sorry for you." And I'm going to do it. And it's going to amaze you guys what I have in mind. Let's go. Come on. So here we are inside one of the most wonderful toy stores of all, especially for those of you in the U.S. who are doing a build for your RV or your cargo van or whatever. This is like, I don't know, it's like Disneyland for merchandise. Everything you could possibly need for the inside of your vehicle build at Menards. And I'm going to take you over and show you, remember how we talked about the rock wall that I'm putting in my bathroom? So I have that all natural look inside. I'm going to take you over to the section and show you what I found here at Menards. So guys, Menards makes this paneling and it's plastic, but it looks like brick. different colors. It comes in sheets like about that big for like $23 a sheet. And that's what I'm putting inside my bathroom in my shower walls. It's lightweight. It's easy to assemble. It assembles like siding. You can see it just slides in the groove on the top and the bottom, and you cut it. You get multiple color choices. And this is the way to have fake rock walls inside your bus or tiny house. Look at that. Even the old school fireplace style, you know, for like the chimneys and stuff like that, they sell it. It's fake. It's plastic. Look at all these choices. Huh? Check that out. I'm going something similar to that on my bathroom wall. I can't wait to find it. It's going to be probably like a light gray. I'm going to probably go with like that color or that color there. Quite similar to that. And my whole bathroom wall is going to be lined with that from the floor to the ceiling. Now there's not going to be any bathroom or any walls in my bathroom to like wall off the toilet. It's all just going to be one open area with a sliding door on each end for privacy. Because I only have 4.5 feet length for my bathroom, but because my bus is 8 feet across, that gives me almost a 8-foot diameter, which really opens up the bathroom and it'll feel like it's really roomy when it's actually kind of small. You know, it's one of those Hollywood tricks I learned at film school. Now let's talk about my bedroom. The bedroom, I really had no idea what I wanted to do with my bedroom. I wanted to do something different than everybody else does. And part of the problem was I was going to have a lot of electronics for my solar system, you know, in on my wall, on one of my walls in there, eating up a lot of space. And I just like, what do I do? Do I go ultra modern with like reflective metals, chrome, and lots of, you know, color changing lights, and make it kind of feel like a high-tech bedroom? I could go that route. I might do that. But here's another alternative. Check this out, you guys. It's like a fake log home type feel. Now look what that does for a whole room. You could do that inside your, you know, inside your van or whatever. This is solid wood, but it's lightweight, and or your bus, and create a log cabin feel. You know, and they have different styles, which is kind of cool. You know, there's this one with beveled edges, which is kind of, you know, you don't see that a lot. Or that one. This is apparently used in hallways to make the hallway look longer. That's a cool special effect. You know, if you run your planking or your paneling the long way inside your vehicle, it gives the illusion of it actually being longer than it is. And that's kind of a neat little Hollywood trick too. Now over here in the vinyl siding part, look what I found. I found an alternative. Oh, there you go. Fake log home type stuff. Multiple colors to choose from at Menards, and it's hollow and foam and lightweight. So actually, by adding this instead of the regular wood, you'd save weight and gain some extra insulation factor with the foam backing on that. So that might be a really good way to go. So let's talk about insulation inside my walls. I live in the upper Midwest where it gets 14 below Fahrenheit at night, very cold, and keeping warm and even just keeping my food from freezing when I'm not in the vehicle for 10 hours a day at work is going to be a little bit of a trick. So insulation is key, and I'm going to have to go, I think, with the most expensive type of insulation and that's that spray foam. Now I personally am going to have a service do it for me that does it for houses. It's just easier, but you can buy kits for it at Menards yourself and do it yourself. How much money you're going to save, I don't know, but let's take a look at the products. So here Menards does sell a foam sprayer for do-it-yourself work. It's going to run you at $339 before tax. I have no idea what the canisters cost or how much they cover. I imagine when they sell those here somewhere, but I don't see them. Anyway, here's another alternative. Here's a foam gun, and basically it attaches, as you can see, the canister screws to the top, and that would be this stuff here, and you spray foam it yourself, and that's 14 bucks a can. But how many cans would it take to put a half inch of that on a shuttle bus? Probably cheaper just to have it done professionally. Why, Keith, why are you going to spend like probably $1,200 to spray foam the inside of your bus with spray foam when I could use, you know, the standard half-inch pink foam that a lot of folks use in their vans. And the simple reason is, once again, I live to where it gets 14 below, and I do not want to wake up in the middle of the night and try to use the bathroom when it's 14 below inside my vehicle. Not happening. So I'm going with the spray foam because it holds the best R factor, which means the best insulation factor for holding heat. And that's the way I gotta go, just because of where I live. So that's it, I guess. If you live down south, like in California or below the Rust Belt, you know, where it doesn't snow in the wintertime, then the sheet foam is fine. It's perfect. You know, if you live down there or live with someplace where it doesn't snow, there's absolutely no point whatsoever in spending that kind of money on spray foam. So those are the two differences. This is that pink insulation foam that we were talking about that people are using inside their walls. They sell it in like picnic table size sheets, and it basically looks like that. That's really good for basic insulation for your van or your RV, like I said, if you're not in a winter climate. So here are the columns they sell at Menards. These ones are wood. Some of the stores carry them in plastic and partial columns, which is what I'm actually looking for. But you could take these. Imagine a couple of those along the wall inside your bus, you know? How classy is that? Nobody has columns in their bus. We're doing crazy stuff here at Divorce the Horse. Remember how I mentioned I wanted to do something like a fake rock sort of path on the floor in my bathroom, something non-stick, or yeah, something you wouldn't slip around on? Look what I found. These are $3.27 each. It's 12 by 12 with a fake rock surface. They're plastic, so they'll be good. They're water, you know, resistant. You can put them together. Probably use like a flexible sealant to go in between. You know, caulking, silicone caulking. Plus, because it's plastic, you could probably spray paint this in any color you wanted to, and then gloss coat it a couple of times and change up your color for your flooring. And they also sell it in bigger sheets like this big guy right here, you know. So that's definitely a must. Gonna probably use one of those products in my bus, on my floor, in the bathroom, because I want to, you know, maintain the stone look. Look what I found. Deck tile, $2.49 a sheet. That's also just about a foot, 12-inch by 12-inch section here. It's held together by that. Now, if I had a waterproof floor underneath that, I could take that and right through the center of my walkway with my stone floors, I could have a wood flooring like that, and that would definitely lend to the Japanese style look that I'm going for in the bathroom. Awesome. Menards has everything, you guys. Okay, so I found kind of what my walls in my bathroom are going to look like. This is actually a tin window well decorative implant. But I'll pretty much be doing the same thing with my bathroom with that other tile. And see how it looks. It's going to look like that from the floor to the ceiling. The whole entire bathroom walls lined like that from floor to ceiling. I'm going to put some planters at the top with some fake plants and possibly a couple of Japanese type style mini fountains. I'm going to take some fake ferns and plants and add them to the cracks in the walls in places, because I'm kind of going for an all-natural look. The neatest thing that it's going to be about the bathroom is I'm going to put up a couple of samurai swords on the wall, mount them vertically next to the shower, and that's where you'll hang your towels, off the handles of the samurai swords. Plus, not only do they work as a towel holder and a decoration, but if there's an emergency, I've got swords I can get out and use. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Triple purpose appliances. Now, as you know, I plan to build a divider wall between the front and the back of the bus, separating the cockpit area from the living quarters. And so I'm looking at doors. And I'm looking at stuff like this. I'm going to put in a full-size door, most likely, just because I want it to look nice on both sides. And just kind of shopping. Menards is a good place for that. I'm probably going to go with a darker color like these ones over here. But if you see this one off to the corner over here, That's like a 3/4 size door. I might go with that. You know, gives more wall space up front and more room for insulation. I haven't decided, but like I said, this is just the preliminary shopping period for the materials that I need for my bus, you know, to pull it off. But as you can see, I'm going for a fairly elegant look with the bus. And since we're talking doors, let's talk doorknobs. You know, I gotta find something fancy, so I'll probably go something in that color. I don't know if I'll go in that style, you know, or the round style. But, you know, look how nice it looks with the darker wood. And I'm gonna probably stain my door probably about that color. You know, my walls are gonna be about that color, maybe a little bit darker, I'm not sure. Now remember how I told you I'm gonna do the bathroom door, the one between the living room and the theater area? I'm gonna go with something like this, you know, probably a sliding door, something on rails, probably a single door, you know, similar to that, or that single door that slides over the doorway hole and locks. So let's talk a little bit about my my walls in the theater room above my countertops and I'm going to show you what I'm going to go for there. So here are some sample at Menards of just peel and stick backings. You know, stuff you could put behind your cooktop counter areas like splash guards on your wall. And as you can see, they have like a large variety of stuff that's really cool. I mean, these things, the potential for this is just a wide variety of stuff to choose from. You go all black if you want, tiled, textured. I mean, look at that. Just different cool ideas for your backsplash. Now this is the kind of cabinets I'm going to probably go with. One on each side of the walkway in the front. And down here I need room for, this will be my cooktop one, and I'll get it cut out for my cooktop so I can have my gas. And down here it'll have to be hollow so I can get my 2 propane tanks. One's going to be for the cooktop and the other one is going to be for the Wave 4 propane heater, which I'll use, or Wave 5 propane heater by Olympia, which I'll use to heat my interior. Now these are the laminated choices, a fake marble, and it would be lighter. And I'm just gonna, you know, I'll probably go with a black. I like the black, the darker colors. And one of the things my countertop is going to have is something like this. Imagine the walkway for the door being there between the 2 cabinets. Cabinets on each side of the hallway, both the same size. Sink will go off to the right, and stove and microwave off to the left. And then I'm going to take another piece of wood and add slots to the 2 sides, and take another piece of matching countertop like that I can pull out and put in and store, so that when I'm cooking I have that extra counter space, and my whole counter space goes from that big to that big. And then I just take the piece of wood out and store it behind one of the seats when I'm not cooking. For me, the type of handles I put on my cabinets and my doors is just as important as the quality of the doors themselves. And if you want a wide selection, take a look at this. All these different styles of door handles, you know. They got some kiddie ones if you got kids, you know, for their dressers or whatever. You know, some bronze colored, some copper colored, some gold colored. Just look at this, row after row after row. This kind here where you can reach in and just pull out like that. You know, magnetize it to hold it in place. That's kind of cool. You know, they got like a seashell pattern and a regular pattern and that pattern. Just all sorts of varieties. So, you know, when it comes to the creativity of your house on wheels, look at that one, that's a nice one. I like those too. You know, unlimited choices here at Menards. Okay, now look at these. These are vent covers. So like in my case, I have to run some ducting from the engine fan that heats the back half of the bus, because it's in the very back of the bus, and it's actually liquid heat. It runs from radiator fluid. So to pull that apart and move it to the living quarters would be a royal pain. It's under the bed. I have to build like a little ducting area around to the center of the bed, and then the hot air will come out from underneath the center of the bed into the hallway for the bathroom and the main living room area. And I'm going to use something like that to cover my vents. I mean, you know, 13, 14 bucks. But when you're walking towards the bedroom and you see my bed, you're going to see that, you know, on the base of the bed where the vent is. So you can even go fancy on vent covers. So let's talk about my other floor, the floor in the living room. And that's going to be done in a carpet, probably a heavy shag carpet like the one you see behind me here. Most likely I'm going to get this from here if I can order it here. It's nice and thick. I like the soft feel of squishy carpet under my feet when I'm walking around. Except for I'm doing home theater, remember, so it's going to be in a burgundy, a dark burgundy color, because that screams home theater to me and goes really good with dark wood. So this is definitely another thing I'm going to do for my shower area. I'm going to get this little stool here to sit on, because like I said, my bathroom shower is going to be about 4 feet wide. And I'm going to paint it into the same color as the rock, so that you can actually sit down and use whatever shower head I'm talking about, end up with. And I got to put little grooves like these corner pieces in with extra rock in places, and I'll use fiberglass to do that and blend those in so that I have shelves for my shampoo and my soap while I'm showering. I mean, they won't be able to stay on there while you're going down the road, of course, but you wouldn't believe how important it is to have a shelf or two in your shower. Since I'm going with a Japanese look in the bathroom, I'm only going to have room for one cabinet, so it's going to be like that style of a cabinet. There won't actually be a sink in the bathroom. There's not enough room for a sink and a toilet without crowding it. So I do have an over-the-toilet type mounting cabinet with windows on it, you know, just for your bathroom supplies. And I'll probably go with something like that and just put it up on wood columns and brace them against the wall. In my living room, I am going to have a regular sink, but it's going to be a black marble top, I believe, probably like we talked about. And I'm going to go with something fancier, you know, for a top. Maybe something like that in a black, I don't know. You know, there are so many choices here. All different styles. I really like that one. That would be kind of cool, you know. And just have a sink deep enough to do dishes in and wash my hair in if I don't want to use a shower. So you want to talk about a wide variety of sink tops and shower heads to choose from. Look at this, all at Menards. This whole aisle all the way down. Look at that. Some really cool taller ones that I like. Like I said, you want to be able to wash your hair and do dishes in the sink that I'm planning. So you might think this is kind of silly, but also another important thing are to have in your bus or your van are hooks to hang your towels on or your jackets on. And Menards carries a wide variety, both in the bathroom areas and over in the exterior household area. Just different kinds. We're going to check some out here. You know, I'm talking to stuff like that. I mean, if you're not going to go with samurai sword hangers, you're definitely going to want some towel hangers in your shower. Or just even coat hangers around, you know, in convenient places in your place. And believe me, they're very handy. You know, I hang one of my LED emergency flashlights one off the door by my van on the inside where I hang my coat sometimes. So I can get to my flashlight in the middle of the night, and it's not a problem if I need to. Very handy. You know, and then there's all sorts of towel racks and stuff like that. Different styles. I mean, look at that. That's nice. You know, that's the kind of stuff you want. I want a toilet paper holder like that, you know. You know, fancy. It goes with my Japanese place. Not normal. And that's what van life, I think, is all about, is not normal. Not doing what everybody else does. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. You know, or that one. Look at the work on that. You know, it's expensive. It's 20 bucks for a hook hanger. But this is your house. And so you need to make it how you want it to be, you know. And if that means going fancy or putting it in a big powerful water pump that eats a lot of battery juice for when you take a shower, so you can have, you know, one of these bigger shower heads and full pressure, then do it. You got to do it because this is your house. I like that one. That one's really cool. So now I'm looking for lighting options in my bathroom because it's going to be open shower. I can't really have, you know, lights that are, say, like that, you know, the box lantern type I gotta have something that's protected, more like that. I like that cylinder. To me, that kind of speaks like modern Japanese. But then I also like, there you are, that one right there. That one's kind of like a square, but it's got a plasma type center. That's kind of cool. I like that one. I like that one above that one. That one's cool, and the one above that one, dead center, is what I'm talking about here, guys. What else? I like this flickering one. That would be really cool in the bathroom. You know, just one on each wall to pass light through. Or like the Scots style ones up there, the square and the round cylinder ones. So in closing out this video, I just want to stop by the flashlight section and talk about that a little bit. Very important to have a couple of battery operated flashlights in your vehicle in case you're out of power or just for emergencies. LED bulbs are the best, of course. Personally, I go with rechargeable batteries because then you can use them multiple times. I charge them up on a charger at work or at a restaurant when I'm at, you know, and that's how I charge and get my power, you know, for my backup lighting. Another thing you want to consider is the little break and snap glow sticks. Get a couple packs of those, especially around like Halloween or whatever. Get them cheap because they work really good in power outage situation. I can't tell you how many times, you know, you want to go to sleep, but you want to be able to find the bathroom. Yeah, get some of those. You can leave them up all night, not like candles, and you'll be able to find your way without stubbing your feet. So anyway, this is Keith from Divorce the Horse, coming to conclusion of this video, saying thanks for watching. Just a small list of free things to do, you know, shopping, window shopping for your projects. That, I mean, I've been here at Menards now for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, killing time, finding the stuff I need for my bus. I know where to get it, when to get it, and all of that other neat stuff. So that's important. It's useful too. You know, or you can go to the mall and just have a couple bucks for soda and snacks while you're doing that. Hiking in the woods is another great deal that's absolutely free. There are a lot of beaches out there in your area, public beaches, where you don't need permits to go swimming. That's another good thing to do, or hiking. You know, keep in mind there are some state parks and county parks that require a registration fee of some sort in order to enjoy those, so just be aware of that. But anyway, just a few things you can do for free and work on improving your life while you're out in the bus or the van. And let's like to say thank you for watching. Please share, like, subscribe, you know, that thing down there. The more members I get, the more sooner I will be able to start generating money from you watching my videos, and then I can have some drawings and give away some test products for camping. In the meantime, this is Keith from Divorce the Horse saying stay strong, stay brave, get out there, do it, try it, live your life to the fullest, because we all know what normal gets you. It gets you house broke and not a lot of money to do stuff. And eventually, most of us will get old, sick, die, and lose our house anyway. So you want to work your whole life for a house you're going to lose? Not this guy. Thanks for watching. Take care. Love you guys.